clean.
I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk.
Man, welcome everybody to another episode of Just Talking to You. I'm your man, the people's champ. And I don't do this stuff by myself. I do it with my family. The fam. Shay Boogie in the building. Shay Boogie, introduce yourself.
What's up, family? And I'm finna be real trifling because I didn't do my little entry note until just now. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll do it this way then. Hey everybody, it's your girl Shay Boogie, aka the Carly B's microphone.
Damn, I heard that. Cardi
Did you
B's
see that
microphone?
video? You haven't seen the video? So
No.
Cardi B was in Vegas performing, and somebody in the audience threw a drink at her, and it kind of splashed her. Cardi took that microphone like it was the backhand of Jesus and threw it at the person that splashed her, and she got him. So
Did she?
Oh yeah. Oh, Cardi was not playing, and I can't blame her. Like, these people gonna get enough of throwing stuff at these concerts. There was a lady that threw her bra on stage with Drake. There was I want to say a shoe or something at somebody's concert. So yeah, people, I don't know why people just feel like they can do whatever at these shows. They better quit. It costs too much to be going to these shows to be getting tossed out.
Yeah, to get your ass thrown out and stuff, that is way too much to get thrown out of a show, man.
Well, so I am Cardi B's microphone. That was an excellent moment. Yes. Cardi was like, oh no, you got the right one today, and hit her square with that mic.
Oh
So,
my God, man. Microphone throwing and everything, huh?
microphone and bras, I guess.
Wow.
That's what we do.
Wow. Microphones and bras, huh?
Microphones and bras. Yes. So how was your day today?
Man, I'm home alone, Shay Boogie.
What?
I'm home alone. Your cousin is going out of town to Iowa, visit her mom and her 30-year reunion. She was embarrassed to take me to a reunion with her and stuff. I still say that. She is completely embarrassed of me, which hurt my feelings. She didn't want to take me with her, man. I think she just, I don't blame her. Don't bring sand to the beach, baby. That's all I say. Don't bring sand to the beach, man. And that's what she's smart. She didn't bring sand to the beach. She left the sand at home.
Okay.
So it is what it is. I mean, hey, I hope she enjoyed herself. But she was the only African American there.
Dang, for real?
Yes, she was.
It is Iowa.
Hey, she was the only African American sister that was there.
Really?
The only.
Well, was it worth it in the end if she was the only one? Like,
I mean, hey, she said she had a good time. So I mean, hey, that's her journey, man. I support her journey, man. If she wanted to do that, hey, man, I got her back, man. But
at least she made it. I was going to go to my 30th class reunion because I've been to none of them. So I finally was able to go, had the hotel reserved, had my ticket. COVID strikes.
So it hit you with COVID, huh?
Yeah, and then Then we had it like 2 years later and couldn't go. I was so bummed, but it looked like a good time. So I'll try and make it to the 35th reunion.
What you say? You try to make it to the 35th reunion?
Yeah. Yeah. If they have one at this point, they might wait to the 40th. So.
Oh man, oh man.
We shall see.
We'll say we too shall see, huh?
Exactly. Exactly. It might be just meant that I don't go back and see them folks because I only knew them a year.
What you say? You only knew in 1 year, huh?
Yeah, because I didn't live there long enough. I didn't grow up in St. Louis, so I was there for a year and then I bounced back to California.
Back to Cali?
Yep. I only keep in touch with like one person and I'm in the group. So I only, so it is what it is. Nobody would know who I am if I strolled through the door. They'd be like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
they wouldn't even know, huh?
Yeah, probably about 5 people would know who I am.
Hey, say 5 people would know who you is, huh?
Mm-hmm. And the only reason why is because of my nickname. So
what was your nickname, Shay? Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just put it like this because I don't remember off the top of my head, but here's how I got the origin story. How about that? So the way
oh man, Chef V, she's over here in the chat, man. That's what you saying. I know you see my comment. Oh yeah, she was embarrassed to take me, man. She in the comments, y'all. Chef V in the building. Uh-huh. Yo, cousin.
I know.
Hey, cousin. Yo, cousin. What's up, Chef V? You in the building with us and stuff, just talking to us and stuff.
I know what they say.
Right.
That's all she did. She was upset at me. So I mean, she was, I ain't gonna say upset at me. She just didn't want to. I mean, hey, she had a chance to get a chance to enjoy herself. So she said she enjoyed herself. So I guess that's the only thing that matters, that she enjoyed herself.
Right.
Talk to us, Chef V. You enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, she said she did. So
hey man, I want to enjoy herself, have a good time and stuff. I got my 30-year reunion coming up in a minute. My 30-year next year, but am I gonna go? Probably not, man, because my class, I graduated with a lot of brothers and stuff, man. So my thing with my class is I'm like, yeah, I'm okay either way. That's just me. That's just how the champ roll.
Right.
I'm perfectly okay with whatever route we decide we going on and stuff, man. So hey man, that's what we do, man. So what else, man? What's the weather like down there in D-Town?
Hot. Hot. That's all I got. It's supposed to be 105 next week. So
105.
105. It's hot. It's hot. Like desert
hot like fire.
Like enough to just slap you because your light bill's so dang high.
Dang, man.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid ridiculous. So
man, everybody with hotness. Hey, bro, hey, cuz full of BS. She say BP full of BS. Man, that's crazy, ain't it? You just gonna signal me out, say BP full of BS. I don't think I am, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
That's I'm gonna have to agree with my cousin.
That's what we do, man. We go, hey, man. Man, I'm Dolo. I'm Dolo. Man, Dolo. That means solo dolo by myself. Hey man, what else, Shay Boogie? What else is going on? You been on any dates lately, Shay Boogie?
What is that? What is this thing called date? I don't know what that is. What is that?
A date.
Let's see. A date. What it is?
When a gentleman of the opposite sex takes you out on the time of your life.
Time of my life, yeah. Oh, you want positivity. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been on the date. Mm-hmm.
You've been on the
okay.
date.
See, let me tell you.
You got to give it to me. You got to
I
tell
don't
me.
understand dating in the 2000s. It is so different for me. I went out on a date and it was okay, but I knew right away he was probably not gonna be my type, But we had a cool conversation, and I'm not one to necessarily be squeezed into your schedule. Like, that's the kind of a turn off. Like every time you turn around, oh, well, can we do this day? No, I have to work on this day. Well, can we do this day? No, we have to work on this day. So that got boring kind of quick. But he was cool people. And other dudes is just all text, all conversation. So I got bored with that. And then there's this other dude, and he just a little horny hornball. So I can't even get with that.
So you called him a horny hornball. That means he wanted some of that.
Yeah, he want to smash, and I'm not, no. Even though I like you, but
so why women don't like? Why women don't do the thing? I get you know what? I gotta ask a question, man. Why come women? You got some women out here that want to smash and dash too. Now let's call it like it is. You're in the chat.
It's a personal
woman in the chat. What do y'all got any problems with women smashing and dashing?
But it's a personal preference on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the type to smash. I value my body enough to wait till I'm in a relationship. And if I just don't get into a relationship, well, I guess, that's what the Energizer is for.
Come on, man. Not the Energizer. The rabbit. The rabbit.
The rabbit, the rose, the whatever. It is what it is, but I it's just way too much junk out here to be just giving it to Lou, Willie, and Paul all willy-nilly, and you don't know the rewards from it. Like, they don't stick around. So why am I just gonna keep tossing booty like that? No.
Man, it ain't nothing wrong. Hey man, look at her. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing wrong with tossing booty, man. And the reason why I'm saying it like that, man, I ain't saying it like in a derogatory way, but I'm just saying, Shay Boogie. I mean, everybody know what they like. Everybody know what they want. We all adults here, man. If you just want to have a good time, you're not here. You here for a good time, not a long time.
Nope. I ain't even gonna be able to do it. I do not play like that. Nope.
So you're here for a long time instead of a good time, right?
I'm here with whoever gonna be around. I'm not here to be just somebody you just bring out, because I know how that feels too. No, I'm not that type to play like that.
When you say bring out, what do you mean by when somebody they're just to bring out?
Like they just sniff around you when they want some. They bring you off the shelf.
But my thing is this: women be wanting the same thing, but they don't want to say nothing about it. Women just want to smash and dash too.
Not all women, and not all dudes. It's a preference. There are some women who have that capability to smash and dash. There are some women who only want to smash when it's a relationship. There are some
I
women
can
who
see
have the
that.
ability to do both. I am not that woman. I'm too old for that.
So you saying you're too old to just want to have a good time and be done with it?
Yeah, because I mean, it sort of gets empty after a while, you know? Like you just laying on your back all the time. What are you getting from it?
You ain't laying on your back all the time.
If you smashing and dashing, that's exactly what you're doing. You
But
are
you're not.
laying on your back. What are you getting from it?
You're looking at it from the wrong lens, though, Shay.
How am I looking at it from the wrong lens? Because what is the benefits of smashing and dashing besides 15 minutes of enjoyment? You don't have a partner, you don't have somebody paying your bills, you don't have none of that. It's just an itch that you're scratching. So at the end of the day, where's the benefit? Now I could see if I was smashing and he left a little something on the nightstand, there would be a benefit. But other than that, I'm just giving up free coochie. Like, why?
It's not free coochie, man. Don't say that, man. Hey. Words say your words say your rent paid.
Ain't no rent being paid. And now I will say this: if you're not at least getting your rent paid, then you're not doing your job. But you said smash and dash. That means he's not staying. He has no obligations. He's smashing and dashing. So where is my benefit?
You gotta look at it. You gotta look at it from a different lens, though, Shay.
Well, tell me how I need to look at it, because that's all I'm seeing. What's the?
You're looking at it from a physical need being met. You want your need being met, right? Right? You want the need met. The physical need. I mean, you don't want to deal with Bob, your battery operated boyfriend. You don't want to deal with him. You want the real thing.
Oh,
you want the real deal. So, I mean, what's wrong with saying, hey, I just want to see you. Can I see you for a little while? And then be done with it. Do you see something wrong with that?
Anything. No. That is a well of emotions that you don't need to be messing with. Like, some people can't separate the two, but again, what am I getting from it? I still don't see what I'm getting from. And you just basically said what I said. Like, I'm not seeing where the benefit is.
Hey, man, you getting the benefit out of the deal, man.
Free deal?
Come on, man.
Is that it?
See, we love ourselves just like y'all love yourselves.
Okay, well, you shouldn't be like smashing and dashing either. At some point, shouldn't y'all and I'm not saying y'all just men, but at some point, as grown folks, with everybody's being single and saying they want to be in a relationship so they can have someone special, at what point do you put away, the kitty toys and move in a way that is relationship worthy?
Good point. That's a good little point. I got to give you a little bit of prop. But let's go. Hey, this is a video that I saw last week, Shay Boogie, that was brought to my attention, man. And I want to know, everybody that's online, what's your thoughts on this, man? This is a very good video. When I say this, I ain't gonna say very good, but I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of this, man. And I'm gonna set it up a little bit for you. It's this guy. Like I said, we was talking last week. He was with his wife, and he turned around and had a baby, and the baby is a certain age, and he wants his wife to accept it. So I'm gonna play the audio. I'm gonna play the video so you guys can see it. Fair use.
He's staying here now. It is what it is.
I'm not taking in no child that's not mine. That
Hold on, let me go back to the beginning.
where did this boy come from?
I've already explained what's going on. He's staying here now. It is what it is.
I'm not taking in no child that's not mine that I didn't know about.
You're not taking in no child. We're married.
I don't know this little boy. We married, but when did this happen?
We're gonna get to know him. I'm trying to tell you, he's here now.
I don't even know that's something I want to do. Why would I want to get to know a child? He 11. That little boy ain't gonna listen to me no way.
How you know that? Listen, we've been together for 13 years. Something has went down, and I have to get my son. It is what it is. He got to stay here now. You have to.
No, this too soon. I don't think
How
I can
too
handle
soon?
this. I don't think that. No, this ain't right. This ain't
What's
right.
not right about it?
Everything ain't right. We've been together 13 years. Who is your mama, baby? Who is his mom? Who the
That
mama?
doesn't matter. You need to
It
ask why I never
does
even
matter.
told you.
This happened when we was together. We had our issues throughout these years.
Yeah, but
I need to know who the mama
I
is.
never told you for a reason though.
What's the reason? You don't
Because
keep
you
a
didn't-
child from nobody.
You didn't want kids. You didn't want nobody with kids. So I didn't want to mess up nothing. But now I have to put, you know what I'm saying, everything I do.
You know, the baby 11. We got together 13
Yeah,
years
I mean,
ago.
it was
So
always
what you
cool.
just went and
Everything
had a
was
baby
cool.
with somebody else?
No, it ain't nothing like that.
Oh, it's just like that. The boy is 11.
Listen, we took a break, right?
Yeah.
All right then. So things happened, and now he's here. We
The
got
break was only for a week. So you mean to tell me in that week that we took that break that you went and got somebody?
I'm trying to tell you, but listen, we need to focus.
So why
now.
didn't you tell me? I'm not taking in
I
no
just
child
told
in my
you why I
home.
didn't tell you. You have
Because I didn't want a child. The boy is
Yeah.
11. That's not a
Oh.
good. That's not a good excuse.
Okay,
I don't
look,
take
now
that.
we here.
I don't. Okay, and we here, and now you about to be gone.
Oh really? What's
Oh, very
what you
really.
saying?
Yeah, we can cut. I mean, I don't want
So
to
you
do
rather,
this.
so you rather go through a whole divorce than taking my son?
This too much for me.
How
It's
too
too soon.
much?
It's too much. He too old. This too much.
You're 11 years old.
It's too much. And we 13 years in, and I'm just supposed to bring in some 11-year-old
Yeah,
child.
we can work at it. You can be a stepmom, can't you? Like I'm saying, like you married. That's what
I
come
don't know
with
if I
it.
can work at this. This
What
ain't
you
it.
mean?
Nah, ain't what you mean is what I'm gonna do, and I
To
mean
death do
that I'm
us
gonna
part,
be.
all that through health and sickness, all that shit matter right now. What I'm trying to tell you. Now your vows matter right now. This is the time they matter. You understand that, right?
Nah, this too much.
How?
This too much. I can't take this. It's a whole child. I already
So you
got
saying-
children of
so you
my
gonna
own
throw
with
away
you,
13
and you want me
years?
to bring in a child that's
So you
not
gonna throw away
mine,
13
that's
years?
yours, that you kept from me.
So you want to throw away 13 years?
Yeah, we gonna have to throw this away. This too much. It's not for me. You handle your son. Do what you gotta do. Be
Yeah,
a man.
handle,
all
I'm
that.
gonna handle what I got to
all
handle.
that,
I'm
but
not
just
gonna-
do
I'm not
that.
gonna-
Do it
if I
without me.
choose, if I gotta
You gonna have to
choose,
do that
yeah.
without me. You have to do that without
so
me.
that's it. You're not trying to discuss it no more. You ain't trying to figure out.
He ain't got no other family. What the rest of the family?
I'm
at?
his family. You
Okay,
his
but he
family.
probably
You
got
my wife,
grandma.
right?
Yeah, and we got
Okay,
our
then.
family. He not my
What
family. I don't know this
Listen,
boy.
he-
I don't know
he's
nothing
my
about
family,
the
an extension
boy.
of your family. Like we're together.
So let me ask you something. So you just been, how long you known that you had this son?
Listen.
Since he was 11? You know him since the beginning?
Listen, we can talk
You know
about
him
all
since
this
the
with
beginning?
Camera off on like
I'm not turning on camera off nothing. I'm not turning up because
Who business this?
my
Our
business.
business.
My business. I'm gonna be looking at this.
So you saying? So all you saying is?
I need this for the courts,
You rather
'cause-
us not, you know what I'm saying, continue this marriage, or because I have a son?
He's 11.
So what?
You kept. If you can keep alive for 11 years, then you lie about
It
anything.
wasn't a lie.
That is a lie. Not telling me is a lie.
You didn't ask me.
I don't have to ask you. We married, remember?
Listen. Things happened, and I didn't feel like you was ready for all that. So it is what it is.
Who are you to tell me what I'm ready for?
Look how you acting now. What I tell you.
Exactly. So if you would have told me sooner, I might have not reacted in this
You
way.
might not react that way. How that make sense?
I might. What you mean? How that makes sense? I would have known sooner while he was a child, and I would have been like, "Oh, okay, this happened." I might be mad for the minute.
So
it happened when we weren't
You doing all this,
together.
you doing all this. We 13 years and you doing all this because I brought my son home.
You brought an 11-year-old son home.
So if he was a baby, it'd be different.
It might have been different. We wasn't
What?
together when it so-called happened.
What does that
So it might have
mean?
been. You don't know because you didn't ask. You kept it a secret.
But he my son. He has to be here. Do you understand what I'm
Okay, but and then like I said, handle that. I don't want no parts of it. I'm sorry, baby. You seem like you probably a little sweet, baby, but I don't want no parts of this. Okay, I'm sorry what happened to your mama, but you foul. This is
How?
foul.
That's you know what? It's all good. Come on, man.
It's a mouth. Yeah, it is. It is all good.
Because-
Y'all can
because
go.
you
Y'all
fucking
can
my
go.
wife. You fucking my wife.
And now I'm not. Y'all can go.
Because
You
I brought
right.
my son home. You gonna
Yeah.
throw away 13 years.
13 years. We'll talk about it when we get to with the lawyers.
Why can't you be an adult about it?
I'm being an adult. This is an adult decision.
Wow, come on.
Right? Yeah. Bye.
Wow,
Bye.
that's wild. You wild for this.
No, you wild.
You wild.
You wild.
All because I brought my son
You
home?
heard what I said.
I'm saying, who you recording for though?
For the court, because we're gonna get into the divorce.
It's okay.
For the court, thank
you
you.
know, that ain't
Have a
you,
good
nothing. What you
day.
mean?
Have a good day.
It's all good.
Have a good
It's all
day.
good. Why you coming all outside?
Because I can.
For
Bye.
what? For
Goodbye.
what? For what? For what?
Goodbye. I'm just
What?
seeing y'all
I
off.
brought
Goodbye.
my son home. You with my wife, and you
And
like,
I'm
oh
just
no,
seeing
because
y'all off. Goodbye.
you seeing us off.
Yes, goodbye. I know it is. It's all good. This is crazy. I ain't never had.
Look how you
It's
acting.
crazy.
Look how you
13
acting.
years,
Look how you
and a
acting.
boy come. He
Look
come
how you
from
acting.
nowhere.
This is the first time me
He
and my
came
wife.
from
And you come
nowhere.
here and you just acting all belligerent for what?
What do you mean for what?
We can
I don't
talk
know
about
him.
it. Why you gotta have a camera
At
on?
this
Who
moment,
is
I
this?
feel like I don't even know you.
Right.
Because
Now you
keeping
don't
a lie
know.
like
I'm
that,
telling you.
ain't no telling what else you lied to me
I
about.
ain't lying about nothing else. This was not a...
That's bad business, Dino.
Wow, okay. Come on, man.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Talk to me.
Goodbye.
Don't listen. Don't try to fix it later.
Ain't bitch, you gotta take care of your baby.
Right, okay. All right, some wife you are.
Oh, okay. It's cool.
Wow. Rise and shine.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Hey man, if you in the chat, man, drop something and tell us what you guys thought of that little video that you saw, just the clips of that and stuff, man. So I'm gonna sum it up. Husband and wife been together for 13 years. They was having their issues. They had a break. He had a baby. During their break, they get back together, and now he springs it on her. 13 years later, he's 11. So they had their little break. So this kid's 11 years old. He springs it on the mama and his wife and say, hey, I got this 11-year-old baby that's coming to live with us. Deal with it. It's so much stuff that you can unpack on this, man. Shay Boogie, you just look like you just in utter awe.
Sir. Is that one of those dash kind of things? You know,
you right. Hey, nephew said you can't hide your seed, man. You ain't lying, nephew. That's the truth, man. You can't hide them, man. But from the woman,
can I
unpack it? Shay Boogie, unpack it, baby.
Okay, so let's start with the math ain't mathing, because how that baby 11 years old and you saying within 1 week of y'all breaking up, this baby was born. The math ain't mathing, or the baby was conceived.
Yes, the baby was conceived. Yes.
Okay, no, the math ain't mathing, because there's a 2-year gap. Come on, sir.
Okay.
Then you just pop this baby on her and think she's supposed to be happy to see it. And as she said, they don't even have kids together as a couple.
That I think right there that's the hurting part right there.
Right.
That's the thing that hurts her, I think.
We don't even have kids together. Now, 13 years, there must be a reason why they don't have kids together. And then to take away my chance as your wife to give you your firstborn child, that is messed up as well.
Man, nephew, you said it right. How can you manage to keep that hidden? Man, he kept that hidden for 11 years.
11 years. So now you want me, and what's the kid's mother like? Why now are you bringing this kid home? Like, did something happen to the mother? Did the mother say, okay, now it's your turn to deal with it? Like, where is the kid's mom in all this?
Would it have been different if the baby was 2 compared to 11?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say yes, because there is a difference in bringing home a kid that's like 2 and bringing home an 11-year-old. Like 2 years, okay, I can understand you. Almost understand the timing of hiding a 2-year-old, but you wait 11 whole
11 years
to introduce this baby, 11 years old. And as she said, how you gonna spring this on me? At this point, this kid, I didn't even get a chance to be around him, help raise him. He may not respect you. He may not listen to you. It's a whole bunch of other things with a whole 11-year-old. You are, by this time, the personality is already developed. If he acting up, he gonna be acting up with you. I mean, there is a whole lot involved. A whole lot. She don't know this kid. And I'm not saying he's a bad kid, but there is a lot that goes into raising a kid who could feel some type of way about you. Like, you the reason why my parents worked together, So he could do something like put, salt in your sugar or something. You don't know this kid. So yeah, there's a whole bunch wrong with that. You don't just put somebody else's baby on your wife. and expect her to just sit there and accept it, sir.
She said, words say, she said she didn't want any kids. Does that give them a right to go out and have the kids then, since she said she didn't want them?
Okay, no,
go ahead.
Because to me, I'm talking too much, but to me, that should have been a discussion. And if at some point your feelings changed as the husband and you felt like you wanted kids, then you should have told your wife. And then at that point, you decide as a couple, do we want to continue the marriage? You have to be honest with these things. Because if y'all didn't want kids and her feelings didn't change, why would you think just because you bring your side baby that it's okay and she's going to accept it? She did not want kids. And you didn't even set it up to where eventually she could accept the baby. As the Bill Cosby said, if you put it on a trash can lid, it's still gonna be trash. But if you serve it up on a nice plate with the fixings, it might get received a little better. And so you just walk in being Daddy Almighty and serve this kid up on a trash can lid. That's not fair to the kid, and the kid's standing right there hearing the whole thing. Like, dude, come on.
Man, it was just so disheartening, man, for that kid, man, because he didn't ask to be there. He is completely innocent of the whole situation, man. I guess the thing is, man, and these are things that needs to be discussed when you're dating, when you are getting involved with somebody. Hey, you got to discuss the kid factor, man. Because if one want kids and one don't want kids, that's going to be a problem down the line, man. If I want kids and you don't want kids, that's where we're going to have the problem at, man. And oh my God, man.
And that could have been a smash and dash kind of thing, huh?
There you go. There you go with the smash and dash.
He thought he dashed and got caught up. So, But I mean, and little does he know that he stood there shocked. He was like upset, divorced. Dude, you violated a trust. You violated one of the most sacred trusts. Your wife, this is your wife. And even if y'all broke up, if you're supposed to be working on a relationship, why are you out here smashing other women? Like, you're supposed to show that you're being worthy enough to gain back the relationship, but you out here hitting it and having babies. And then still did not tell her, still did not pick up your balls and get in there and say, hey, baby, you know what? On this break, I had this baby. So I want to raise my son. So can he be part of our life? Now, if you go about it like that, she gonna be hurt, and you ought to allow her the room to be hurt. But at the end of the day, she may learn to love your baby.
That's the thing.
I mean, even with that being said, at the end of the day, she said she didn't want children. So even at that point, you may have to run the risk of losing her. So, but still, you shouldn't be hiding your kid. Like, how do you live like that? Like, how do you, as a man, live a double life like that?
Man. Oh my God, man. You got to sit back and you just got to look at some of the craziness, man. That's just stone cold foolishness, man. And that's what I can say that is. That's foolishness, man. You sit back and you look at this guy with the situation he's in, I don't even know what to, he had every right. Granted, they were at a break. You got to look at the break that they were on. Granted, you get past the break, and then he should have did it. It's how he did it. You just can't just spring that on nobody, man, because she's still in initial shock. You can't spring something like that on her. She is shocked. She don't know what to think or what to do. Mm-hmm. She's embarrassed. She's embarrassed. She's embarrassed.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that child is a constant reminder of your violation, and when you go around your family and you bring that baby, that's embarrassing. Not saying, but it's a always reminder, you know what I'm saying? Like an affair, you can work out between just husband and wife and nobody has to know. But a kid, a side baby is a beacon of he messed up, you know what I'm saying, in this situation.
So you think the side baby, the reason why it was a side baby, you think that was the difference, right?
What do you mean?
You say the side baby was because was it the fact it was the side baby and he sprung it on her 11 years later, or was it the side baby period? She didn't want no kids, so she didn't want to give her husband any kids. So
I think it's a combination of all that. It's a combination of, okay, we agree we wouldn't have kids. It's a combination of we were having problems and we took a break. It's a combination of if you knew you were having sex with somebody else, you should have covered yourself, and then it's the combination of this is an 11-year-old child. Like you waited 11 whole years before you came to me and told me the truth. And here's another question. Whatever situation that came up to where he had to bring that baby to the house, what if it never happened? He probably never would have told her.
Man, that's
so he just gonna continue to live a double life for the rest of his life? Like, who does that? Who does that? And then we're not even looking at it from the kid's point of view. How do you feel as a kid? Knowing after seeing this, hearing all this, how do you respect your father? Because you're 11 years old. You understand what's going on.
That's a good point, Words, because she say they've been together. Did she say they've been together for 13 years or been married for 13 years? That's a big difference. Game said, what if he didn't find out he had a son until after they were married? Because you know how people, that ghetto love, that hood love. Right. They say, hey, even though they not married, they say, that's my husband, that's my...
That baby is 11 years old. At this point, even if it was 10 years.
My thing is he could have delivered the message a lot better.
Right, but
that message could have been delivered a whole lot better than the way he just sprung it on her. Surprise, here's my 11-year-old baby.
And without the baby there. Why did the kid need to see that?
Oh, he shouldn't. That's what. And now what's going on in that 11-year-old baby's mind is, okay, she don't like me, so why should I even like her? So even though the situation, he meant right, but he meant well by the situation, but he was so wrong, so wrong. Yeah, I mean, he brought it to her, but he did it in the wrong way. And when I say he did it in the wrong way, he probably meant well, but he should have just said, hey, babe, I got to talk to you. Let's go out to dinner. Let's sit down. That should have been a one-on-one conversation, him and her. And then you shouldn't just brought the kid over there. Now you got the kid over here looking like, oh man, am I the reason for all of this? We don't know what's going on in that young man's mind.
Now, let me ask this again, though. If the situation hadn't came up that he had to bring that baby to the house, would he have told her? That,
you know what? That's
we
the
need
question.
to look at that. That's the question. If something happened with the mama, or, you know, like maybe the mama is sick, the kid could have been living with grandma. Grandma can't take care of him now. You need to step up as daddy. So if none of that had happened, would he have brought this kid to his wife? He would have kept living, probably strongly, a double life.
He would have probably lived a double life. I can probably say it was probably safe to say he probably would have lived a double life. But we still can't judge that, though. I cannot be the one to say in my heart of hearts, hey, he would have did that. He may have wanted to do the right thing for years, but just didn't have an opportunity to do it. I mean, it's just so many factors that play into that, Shay.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, too, since you said that. Okay, you said that he may have wanted to do the right thing for years. You had 11 of them to at least say, baby, I have a kid. It happened over a break. At least kind of prepare her for the possibility of you bringing your kid to your house, even for weekend visits. Why didn't he take the chance to do that much?
But springing it on her, he was wrong for springing it on her the way he did, though. He shouldn't have did that, because he didn't literally just blindsided her. She didn't know what to do or how to do it and stuff. He said, hey, it's 11 years. Hey, by the way, I got an 11-year-old son who come and live with us. You just go tell her he's coming to live with you guys. Hey, man, brother, you got to be a little bit more tactful with that, man. And
Is there a way to be tactful? Like there is honestly, there is no way to present this type of situation. I don't even if you take her out to a nice dinner, there are gonna be some hurt feelings. And he don't look like the type that know how to fix that kind of situation, you know, like how to say, baby, let's go to counseling, or, you know, can we do this to come together? Let's do one-on-one, and then let's bring in the kid, because he like, you just gonna accept it. What?
Yeah, now him telling her she go accept that baby, man. That's where he was kind of wrong with. You can't just tell her she go accept that baby and want to just think everything's supposed to just move on like that. That's just not going to do it
At all.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. He needed to. First of all, I'm gonna get a tad bit deep, but not too deep. First of all, he gotta ask for forgiveness from God. First of all, because you know he committed adultery. I mean, if they were married, I mean, even though they separated, but they had their issues. But this is the thing that gets me. When couples have their issues and they separate, that doesn't mean go out and mess around just because y'all separated. That's where a level of discipline comes in. That's where you got to be like, hey, I know we ain't together right now, but we're still married. Unless we are just going to end this completely. No, some got to give. And the way the little bless the little fella's heart, he was just looking so innocent because, and we don't know the situation. His mom could have died, and the dad was. I mean, he's already going through trauma. You see what I'm saying, Shay?
Right.
If his mom passed away, he already going through trauma, and then this other lady is turning his back on him and stuff. It's supposed to be a stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
man, it's just so much that we could have uncovered with that, man, because
Yeah.
That's a situation, man, that you can't expect nobody to be able to deal with that situation. That is one of those tough situations to deal with, man.
Okay, so you said something just a minute ago. You said if we try to work things out, you shouldn't be trying to smash if we break up. So why do a lot of men, and no, I'm gonna say, why do people feel like if you take time apart, that's a hall pass?
I don't know.
Because that's the problem. Instead of growing closer to your partner and saying, hey, I know we took this break, but let's figure out what's going to bring us together. Like you said, people take that opportunity to go smash. That's not helping your situation.
That is putting a bad situation. That's making a bad situation worse.
Worse, because this is what could happen. So why not just do what you're supposed to so that you can get back with the person you claim to care about?
Yeah.
It just blows my mind.
That is something that just it just mess you up, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That just mess you up completely, man.
Yes, it does.
I would love to do a follow-up on that story, man, just to see how that situation comes about. But I want to share something with you. It's a little bit more funnier, man, than the situation that we occurred, man. This is my boy, Dylan Brooks, man. He's a comedian, man, and he is one of the funniest brothers. And when I say funny, oh my God, you got to see this. You have got to see this, Shay. Oh man.
Oh shit, here comes this crazy mother. Open up this motherfucking door, Miss Jackson. Stop playing with me, bitch. Stop playing with me. Dressed like a bag of weed. Don't nobody give a fuck about no police, Miss Jackson. You don't want to file her taxes. You did that. You know I was supposed to claim one of them fucking kids, man. Now this bitch out in Tulum spending my half of the money eating coochie. The fuck, man? That's the type of bitch you the type of bitch you raising, a coochie eater? Open up this motherfucking door. Okay, you know what? That's too aggressive because I'm not even mad. It's just the fact that that bitch has really got my money in Tulum eating coochie. How she eating coochie and her coochie stink? Huh? That shit must run in y'all family, huh? Huh? You must have had BV. Your mama had BV. Grandmama had BV. Auntie had BV. Oh, y'all, you know what? Y'all the BV bitches. Open up this motherfucker. What is wrong with you, nigga? Bitch, open up this door, Miss Jackson. You know what? I'm gonna be right here when she come back. Don't even worry. Now, where the fuck is he going? Let them know this nigga's hiding inside the damn tree.
She said this nigga was hiding inside the tree, man. Oh my God. That is so funny, man. Dylan, hey, he's a comedian, man. Young brother is funny, man. I'm telling you gotta watch some of his Instagram skits, man. It is hilarious, man. Hey, Shay Boogie, Cardi B gets drink tossed on her, then throws her microphone. You was just mentioning that a little bit earlier.
I did. That was the best thing ever. Folks gonna realize they need to stop playing with these artists. Adele done put people on deck with her little t-shirt launcher. Then you got what? Kevin Hart, don't come up here. And we got what?
Oh, Kevin Hart with the baseball bat when he had the baseball bat.
Yep. And Cardi B and her microphone, boy, she has a wicked right.
But this is the thing with Cardi B and this microphone, Shay Boogie. Cardi B had a microphone. She throws it and hits somebody, throws it at somebody, misses that person, hits the person on the other side of them. That person is going to file a lawsuit. You know that, right?
Okay, but I don't think she missed. But are you saying like just
okay, just like me and you together.
Okay.
I throw the drink on her. She throw the microphone at me, miss me, and cluck you upside the head.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
if being that, you know, I'm gonna be like a regular person, there is a 90% chance I could file a lawsuit trying to get some money from Cardi. But she could claim self-defense.
But she hit you. She missed me and hit you.
Right.
Self-defense is taking it out on me, not an innocent bystander. You know how many, I put it like this. I'm gonna use this example. And forgive me, everybody that's in the chat. Okay, you can say gang members for a prime example. Gang members. You got gang members into it with each other. The one gang rolls up on the other set and just starts shooting at the people that's in the opposing gang. Now, 90% of the time, now one of them get hit. One of them little kids that's in the house, looking at cartoons, eating cereal, eating snacks, gets hit with a stray bullet and dies.
Right.
That's just the same thing as that, man.
Not really, because they don't sue the gangs. But if you know this is a big name person, you may try to sue her. So they're not gonna sue Pookie and JJ and all of them. But this is Cardi B. So you may try to sue just because you know she has a big name and you know she has the money and you know that there is a good chance that you could probably get a settlement out of court. So there is a strong possibility, but I think she was close enough to hit her target because she was up on stage and had a direct vision because the girl was like right there up front by the stage. I mean, she was close enough for her drink to get on her. So I'm pretty sure that Cardi was, you know, she was close enough for her to actually hit her. And two, as a person who may have gotten hit by it, I think I would have a little sympathy and I may be upset more by the person next to me. You caused her to throw that at me. So, you know, I may or may not feel the need to sue.
You know what? I think in that situation, that's why. This is my thing. First of all, if you're a fan and pay all that money for them seats right up there by the stage, and we know we're not talking about cheap seats, Shay Boogie.
Well,
we talk about them expensive seats.
Let me set it up though. It wasn't in an arena. It was at a pool party, but I'm pretty sure the tickets was still probably expensive and it was standing room only. So I don't know, okay. You know, I must say there was at least 100 or higher. It is Vegas, you know. She was there probably performing for the fight.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So I'm gonna say the tickets was at least 75 to maybe 100, 120.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. So,
wow.
So they were standing there close to the stage. It happened on the end. The girl was on the end. Cardi had just kind of came out the side and you could see her hand as she flicked the liquid on to Cardi. So with that being said, go ahead.
Hey, Percy, we talking about the Cardi B throwing the microphone situation. If you read about Cardi B, we talking about her throwing the mic at a fan that threw a drink on her, man. So, man, oh, man, that's a tough one, though, man.
I feel like it's well deserved because at the end of the day, and let me not say this. Could Cardi not have thrown the mic? Absolutely. But that was her reaction. And you as a person cannot control everybody's reaction because she might have just said, hey, security, get them out of here. But you frustrated, you throwing it. You know what I'm saying? You can't control anybody's reaction. Did you see the video of the guy standing in the line and the lady kind of bumped him with the cart?
Yes.
And then, so you saw his reaction, right? He went and picked up a cart and threw it at her and hit her in the head with it.
Wow.
And it ain't no little bitty car. We're talking about the Home Depot car. Like he picked it up and threw it and hit her dead in her head. Now that lady could have some serious injuries because of that car.
What's up, CC? CC just joined us. What's up, CC? Yeah, she got a lot of brain damage. She can.
Yeah. So in that situation, does it make it okay? Because I mean, all he had to do was yell, or hey man, because it looked like to me that she was on her phone and may not have realized that she bumped him a couple times because she had something in her hand. She was kind of looking down. So does that matter? Does it make it okay?
It don't make it okay. It definitely don't make it okay.
So
it don't, man. So
people need to just be more aware. And in a concert setting anyway, like you shouldn't be throwing stuff on the stage. No way. Just like that lady threw her bra at Drake.
Hey man, but I'm gonna get you right there though. Now you said the lady threw a bra at Drake. You got to go back to the Temptations, the Whispers, the OJs. They was throwing panties on the stage to them.
Okay, it don't make.
I'm waiting. So, I mean, what's the difference from them throwing panties back then for this lady throwing a bra at Drake now?
There is absolutely no difference.
The problem is
underwear, but this is
a drink. When you throw a drink on somebody, that's probably one of the most disrespectful things.
Exactly.
Other than spitting in their face. Oh man.
Exactly.
Other than spitting in the person's face, throwing a drink on them is one of the most degrading and disrespectful things, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly. There's a difference. There is a definite.
That's a huge difference, man.
Like, and as a woman, that is a sign of interest. And I'm not excusing, because you shouldn't be throwing nothing on stage, but people purposely went and bought underwear and bras to throw on stage, like to get the attention of, male people. Because I don't see y'all throwing jock straps at, at female artists. So it's not cool to be throwing anything on stage, period, in my opinion. But as a sign of respect, women would go out and buy underwear and throw it on stage to their favorite artist. That's a sign of respect. But like you said, throwing a drink on somebody we know,
that's disrespectful, man.
That is meant to be disrespectful. Yes. So that's how we're gonna take it. Go ahead.
That's it, man. We're gonna segue into another little topic, man. And we just flying off the cusp. These topics that everybody can engage in, not only me, Shay Boogie, but everybody that's in the chat, you can engage in this. And this question, I gotta ask you this. Okay, is it okay to discipline your spouse or significant other's children in a blended marriage?
Yeah.
Now, mother and father are still active in their kids' life.
But okay, so I was gonna say, but as the adults in the situation, you need to have a sit down and get on the same page about
all the parents need to probably have that sit down and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's like, let's say, if I was in the situation, it'd be my husband and his child's mom, right? So
hold on 1 second, Shay Boogie. Crystal CC dropped something. I never understood the thought process of underwear. How was that showing respect? Back in the day when they threw underwear on stage at these guys, that's probably one of the biggest shows of respect, because that's saying that they wanted them. Mm-hmm. That's why they threw the panties. They wanted them. Mm-hmm. Them panties. Hey, if they didn't get panties thrown at them, they thought something was wrong with them. Yeah. Panties was the ultimate form of flattery back in the day, with the OJs, the Temptations, the Whispers, the Shy-Lights, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. When the woman threw panties at them, Hey, they know they arrived. They know
Yeah.
they arrived.
And a lot of times they threw maybe through flowers.
Yes. No, they
At the
threw panties. They
female
threw
artist.
drawers. They threw some panties. Hopefully they were sexy panties.
Mhm.
They wasn't the bloomers. But yeah, get back to the
They
get
did
back.
throw some bloomers. Ooh.
Oh man, you know they throw them big drawers up there on this stage,
I think I
man.
remember Keith Sweat getting a couple pair of bloomers.
Yeah, you're right, Percy. Showing respect to each other, man. Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, but what you got to say though, Shay? Discipline. Okay, it's different from a man. Like if me and Vanessa, we get together. She would have just said she would have had a daughter prior to us getting together.
Okay.
I would have to sit down and have a conversation with her ex. We have to have an adult conversation.
Mhm.
Because I would feel some type of way if a man tried to discipline my daughter. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? I would have a certain feeling or feel some type of way if this man tried to discipline my child.
Right.
That wouldn't sit well with me, Shay Boogie. I'm not gonna lie to you, baby. That's not gonna sit well with me.
But
even my son, we're gonna have to have a conversation, an adult conversation. We got to lay down the ground rules because, hey, you can't touch my child because I am an active part in their life. And I will share with them, hey, you don't need to be disrespecting your mother's husband, this, that, and the other. I say, if there's any problems that come up, keep me involved. If you got to pick up the phone, my man, and call me, man to man, tell me. I will be that former disciplinarian.
No, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. But here's my thing. Here, hold on. Here's my thing. There are different ways to discipline.
Right.
And your first thought shouldn't be hitting a kid anyway. You know.
Yeah.
So if I were, and I was, so I know if I were the person who had to, if I was the wife and I had to discipline my husband's child, I wouldn't hit him. I would leave that to my husband if a whooping was necessary. Like, I'm gonna put you in timeout, I'm gonna ground you, and then I will immediately call him and we would have a conversation. But if a whooping needs to be handed out, that needs to be from the father, you know? And I would want the same if it were my husband's wife. Don't hit my kid, because everybody hits differently, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody knows how to whoop a kid. You don't need to whoop them till whelps come up, because if I see a mark on my kid, it's gonna be on and popping.
It's gonna be on. Hey, man, I'm running through the stop sign. I'm running through the stoplight. I don't care. Incoming traffic is coming. I'm going straight through if I see any bruises, any cuts, any whoops on my children.
And see, I didn't even like their dad to hit them. And not taking his power away from him, but we have very different views on discipline. So if something needs to be handed out, I was there. And I need to see what you're doing. Because
you know what? You got a lot. I like what you just said, Shay, about the different views on discipline. Because you got people that was raised, when you talk about discipline, the only thing that comes up is getting their butt whooped.
Right.
No talking to, no punishment, no, you got to whoop it. That's old school stuff. Now we have slowly transitioned away from a lot of that old school stuff. Is you getting a belt getting whooped, that's discipline. No, I mean, and then you got so many people that been abused.
Right.
That's been abused. They got whooped, but sometimes got whooped for no reason at all, but they still got whooped. My brother did something and messed up, I get whooped. Everybody in the house gets whooped.
Yeah.
That's the way a lot of these people may come from.
Right.
And then for that person to be like, this person already scarred. This person's already damaged. I can't expect them to come and be a disciplinarian, because their form of discipline, like you said, is completely different from mine. Their form of discipline is hand on butt, physical discipline. That's their view of physical discipline. And not all the times physical you may not even need physical. Sometimes your kids straighten up when they hear your voice. You raise your voice. Exactly. Sometimes that get them right back in line. Exactly. It's not always putting that hand or putting that whooping their butt. CC said something. Did he know Coach Prime had a sit-down meeting with Babyface before met with Babyface before he met Tracy and Babyface?
I saw that on the TV show when they were when Dion had his show. Like they were here. Him and Babyface did meet up, and they had they talked man to man, and I respected that. That's what you are supposed to do as fathers, even before kids are involved. And I think a lot of time that's where a lot of women mess up. You can't just bring your kids into every situation because not everybody is worthy of meeting your children.
And just like what we talked about earlier with the young man who brought the 11-year-old in the situation. We don't know what's going through the wife's mindset now that you sprung this on and everything. Yeah, now we do.
Yeah, but he knew. He knew. It's been 13 years. We don't have no kids. And even if you came to me now and said, baby, I would like to have a kid together, I can't trust you.
But if you still telling me no and I want a baby to carry on my legacy.
But you already bought your outside kid in. So how do I know that you even value the relationship enough to add in an extra kid?
So let me ask, I got to ask everybody this that's in the chat. Is that a grounds for divorce? You in a relationship, you married, and you found out your husband or your wife had an outside child. Or in the case of the wife, you found out that after 2 years, you found out that the baby that you and your wife thought that you guys had together, she tell you that that's not your child. Is that grounds for divorce?
It is. It really is. Either way, if a wife has a baby on her husband, that is a violation. Just like if a husband brings in a side baby. But the only difference, here's the biggest difference. The biggest difference is that the wife who did the violation, hers stays with her. Versus if the husband did it, he can hide his baby with the baby mama.
Hey, and you know what, Shay Boogie? It's funny that we was mentioning this. You know, when we talked about the what's the name? When we talked about that at the beginning, it kind of reminds you of the movie Fences with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with that? Because if we all saw the movie with Fences, man. Right. Denzel Washington had that, and Viola. Shout out to Viola, man. That took a strong
Viola played that. Yeah,
she played that part. Hey, man, that's a strong woman that had to do that. But you got to sit back and look. Back in the 60s, back in the 70s, back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, stuff like that was happening all the time, though.
Left and right. And a lot of women had no choice but to accept it because the man had all the income.
Yes, they didn't want to start back over.
Yeah, a lot of women couldn't support themselves on the salaries that they were paying women in them times. So a lot of them stuck around, and there was a lot of physical abuse. There was a lot of alcoholism. There was a lot of, just all kinds of stuff. But a lot of women accepted it because
the husband was the breadwinner,
or the husband was the breadwinner. So, so the whole storm of that, the perfect storm. So and then there was times when the baby was brought home and you had no choice but to raise another woman's kid. How degrading is that? Like, not degrading as far as kid, but it's again a constant reminder of his transgression.
of his infidelities. You're
Yes.
absolutely correct, man.
So
Wow, man, that right there is just something, man. He say CC say I have a relative whose wife popped up pregnant and the husband had a vasectomy. Ooh. Now that's a whole different ball game. Now you know I've been clip cut and burnt, and you pop up pregnant. That right there, my friend, is a problem.
but again, the wife's infidelity is always a beacon because she has to have the baby with her. Whereas the man,
He
can hide his.
but what about this devil's advocate? What if the wife died during childbirth? Now you stuck with this baby.
Ooh.
What if the wife died during childbirth? The wife died during childbirth.
Well, that's a question I can't answer though. So you take that. If your wife died at childbirth and you knew that the baby she was carrying was not yours.
Woo! No, you didn't go there. Ooh, you didn't go there.
I said it. What
Whoa.
you gonna do? PC, people, champ.
Hey, we already got children right here. Do I want to deprive my children from their little brother, their little sister? Man, dang, that's a hard one right there, man. That's a hard one, but
not even involving your,
But you know what? The thing is, I cannot have another man. Even I could not do it. I'm just telling you, me. We will have to find that child's father and say, hey, you're gonna have to take care of this is your child. I couldn't raise that man's child. I couldn't raise that man's seed. I'm sorry. Because now every time I look at this child, I'm going to get some form of anger because I'm just thinking about how my wife, your mom, cheated on me with your father and had me thinking that you are mine, but you were actually his. That is something. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, Game say kids and STDs is a wrap. You ain't lying, man. That kid, that right there, that's a hard situation. That's a hard pill to swallow because your wife, you holding her hand, she have the baby. You cut the umbilical cord. She passes away during childbirth. They swab the mouth. You're like, something feel right. They swab the mouth. Come back a couple days later before the baby's released from the hospital. Mr. Powell, this is not your child. Whoa, you say what?
Wait, let me do you one dirty.
Uh-oh.
Let's say you secretly got a vasectomy and she pop up pregnant.
Oh man, I'm gone. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gone. I'm leaving. Period. Point blank. I gotta go. I'm not that mentally strong to be able to deal with it. I'm not gonna resort to no violence or anything. I'm just gonna get up and leave. Remove myself from the situation, man.
Okay, so let me do you one more. Cause
keep on firing them away at me. I'm gonna give you real and raw. I'm gonna give you real and raw.
Okay, because let's say she well, I guess I can't do you one more dirty because what if you thought like all through the pregnancy that it was never mind. I can't even get it together. I was gonna say something else, but never mind.
Hey man, that's just like this, man. Like I got a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. And if I found out right now to this day, and this is just a hypothetical, man. I know my kid's mine, but if I found out to this day that my son and my daughter are not mine, Oh my God, you talking about somebody that'll go through the roof, man. I may be
But it's
starting.
it's 19 years later. You done already invested all this time. You would just stop being a dad to them?
I may be starting a prison ministry because I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna start a prison ministry because I'm gonna kill her. I'm like, girl, 19 years? That means you done slipped out the back door twice. I'm finna kill you. You better run. You better stay in Burlington. Because I'm telling you.
So would you stop being a parent to your kids though?
That means I'm the only father they knew. They
Yes.
call me daddy.
Yes.
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one, man. But knowing in my heart, these are not my seeds. These are not my heirs. This is not my legacy. I couldn't do it, man.
You could.
I would have to slowly it's gonna be tough because I'm gonna have to slowly separate myself from them.
So you would stop being a father to them, even though you got 19 years worth of history? Come on.
I don't
Like
know, Shay.
you're dead. You're it. You're dead. This has been 19 years of investment, of tears and fears and stories and sports and all that. 19 years. And you mean to tell me that you couldn't put your pride to the side and continue to parent your kids?
Say, Boogie, 19 years. You said it, 19 years. Do I put that to the side? That is one of the damn toughest questions that I've ever encountered because it's so many things that's playing in your mind and just playing in your head, man. So many, everything, so much betrayal, so much just heartbreak. It's going to be a lot. That right there will not be able to be fixed overnight.
No, but does the kid have to pay that price? Because it's two different situations we judge, right?
Because you got to sit back and think too, Shay. Because I wouldn't be the one that tell her. I wouldn't be the one that tell the kids. I would make her tell the kids that say, "Hey, this is not your dad." And so she would have to have that situation. Now, the kids are to the point now that they're gonna be like, "Hold on, mama. So what you trying to tell me is this man is not my dad, and this is the only person I ever knew in my life? Well, who is my dad?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So me and the kids gonna be like, "Yeah, who is their dad?"
All right.
Because we're gonna be like, what's going on? Crystal said, what's wild is I have family members that have experienced everything we discussing. You wouldn't be able to walk away from the Crystal said you wouldn't be able to walk away from the child. That's easier said than done.
It is. It is. Because
hey man, hey, if Game is on here, Words of Wisdom on here, man, put it in the chat. What would you do, Words, in this situation?
At the end of the day, the kid is the innocent. The kid is the innocent. The kid didn't ask to be brought into the world under these circumstances. Now, you've been a father to the kid, just like if my husband had been a father to his child. The relationship between husband and wife is totally separate than parent and child. So if your problem is with your wife or your husband, then that is something you should take up with them. Now, if you have raised this child up until this point, it's going to take some time, true enough, but I don't see why the relationship has to be severed. Why does it have to end? Especially if you're the only one that they've known their whole life. That would mess the kid up.
So now you get to the point you talk about beneficiaries.
Why does it
Yeah.
have to change though? I mean,
If they okay, it may not change, but what if I have kids of my own? Now, me and the mom go our separate ways. I get somebody younger and have 2 or 3 kids by her.
by the younger side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She would definitely be younger. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. She definitely gonna be younger.
We gonna keep on moving on that one.
And of the childbearing ages too. So hey, but do I? So if I have my kids, my original kids, and then the older kids are the kids who I thought were mine, but I raised, would I leave them something?
You can still provide for them. It probably would. I think you would probably maybe look out more for your biological children, but there's still a way that you can provide for all the kids. You know, I think, especially if you were saying that, I'm still gonna be your father. I think the lines kind of get erased because you're the parent. You know what I'm saying? You may still resent how they got here and what the situation was, but I think when it comes to taking care of them, I think you can look past all that. The
lines will definitely be blurred. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah, because I feel like if you were being the grown-up that you were, you could leave hopefully equal shares to all your kids, just to keep them from resenting each other or feeling like there's some type of favoritism.
But that's one of the hardest things for a man, to raise another man's child, man.
Yeah, but
and what's even harder, what's even harder is you, in your heart of hearts, thought that this was your child you were raising. Come to find out this is not your child. This is other man's child that you were deceived and tricked into raising and grooming and instilling and speaking into them. But from the way I was just born and raised, from the way I was raised, I coached a lot of years, and I coached a lot of young men and women that weren't my children. So that right there may be that factor right there that I was like, you know what? All these years I done coached young people that weren't my children, and I installed in them and I poured into them. And I've been pouring into these kids for 19 and 17 years. I still got to keep pouring into them.
Right.
So
that
right there would be the main reason that I say I don't know. I still say I don't know, man, because that's crazy, man. That's a situation, man, that you just don't want to have to deal with, man.
But that's the same situation that man presented to that woman.
Hey, word say 19 years growth of history. That's not mine. He say, I'm out. Word say he out. CC say it's crazier having more kids after 19 years than to continue to be a father to the 19-year-old. And newsflash, you done already raising them. Yeah, that's a good point. See, that's a great point, girl. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a great point. Are you
ever really done being a parent? Because I still call my parents. I'm still my father's daughter. I'm still my mama's daughter. It doesn't necessarily change anything.
But Words just said some good though in the chat. He say, "Are you it?" He say, "It has to end because I want my own children." And that's the thing. Every man
have their own kids.
But see, Shay Boogie, every man want their own children, though, baby. That's the thing. How am I gonna have my own kids? I can't have them by my wife.
Well, I mean,
and And you gotta look at it.
You
Look at it
gotta-
like
okay,
this.
so
Look at
here's
it like
the thing.
this. You say you want to have your kids by your wife. Y'all done had 2 kids, and just say your wife had a surgery or something, had her tubes tied and everything, and she can't have no more kids. So now you in a bad situation. But see, as a man, you still always got your seed to produce. So as a man, you can still go out and have a child.
But I mean, you could also have an accident, lose your seed too. And just have these kids that, you know, that you had, that, you know,
Man.
that outside kids. So
That's just a tough one, man.
I know. I think that at the end of the day, people can allow their pride to get in the way of a lot of things. And by you saying, no, I'm not going to raise these 2 kids, you don't know what you're rejecting. You might be rejecting the next Michael Jordan. You might be rejecting the next female president of the United States. Your kids may go on to flourish, and then you're gonna be like Shaq's daddy trying to hop in and be like, hey, oh wait, this is my kid. No, don't try to come back now, because there was moments prior to this when I did need you and you weren't there. You chose not to be there. Why weren't you there for the road that got me here?
That's a good point, man.
So I mean,
man,
you know, we
can't. Shay, you come swinging at me tonight, girl. You were swinging like crazy at me tonight, boy. I'm like, man, but what we were discussing was things that people face all the time in households and everything. And like Cece said, she said a lot of her family members dealt with the same situation that we were talking about tonight. So
I've lived a couple of these situations myself.
So we got to look at the big picture, man. And the big picture stating, hey, sometimes you got to deal with it. Sometimes you got to go through with it, man. So, man, I think we should put a pin in the Shay.
Yeah, you know, we don't want no scared kids coming and calling daddy or mama, you know,
Oh, you crazy as hell. They ain't calling me. But I want to take us out with this though, man. This little white guy, man, he was so cold with it. I'm gonna let y'all listen to him. Let me see here.
Bloody.
Here it is, right here.
Yo, can I do a freestyle for you guys?
He is so cool.
Yes. All right. Let me get some words from you guys to inspire the freestyle. Delta Phi? Yes. Hell yeah. Delta Phi?
Bloody.
Bloody?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Delta Phi, bloody.
Married?
Yeah. Delta Phi, bloody, married. Anything else?
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. There we go. All right, let's get it. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, let's get it.
Here we go.
I thought this was so cool.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, when he's rhyming, they know this man's A grade. In this game, I'm blowing up just like a hand grenade. When it comes to freestyles, I don't bring no bowl. I'ma melt a rapper's flesh, I reveal his skull. I be coming right up at the top, I said I melt them guys. Yeah, melt the flesh off, then I rap for Delta Phi. Hey, I roll a minute till I'm down there now. Lyrics flying out my mouth, I'm a rep for your house. Yeah, y'all know my vocals are thundering, getting down all the assumptions. Y'all know these rappers is all in my scope. They make me feel like I'm hunting. Yeah, man, cover y'all up in it. Any competition, I'm ready to win it. Step to the podium and I'm really going in. When it comes to rhymes, I ain't never no cynic. Pull right off at the mantle. I'm never using no pencil. I got a rhyme right off at the tip. I feel like that's just essential. Yeah, H-Spade, y'all know I'ma make it known. Cause when I'm rhyming, I be entering a crazy zone. Okay, me and these rappers are not buddies. Oh, I slice their necks, I leave the scene bloody. Everybody about to fuck with Harry. I fuck him up early morning like a Bloody Mary. Yeah, and y'all know that Harry's insane. In holy matrimony, I done married the game. Yeah, matter of fact, ain't nobody hotter than me. I said I married hip hop, I had to drop to my knees. Next level when I'm acting it out. Whatever words they throw to me, that's what I'm rapping about. Yeah, rappers is kinda nice, but can't fuck with Harry's rap flow. My shit is fly, fucking pterodactyl. It's safe bet, I got rhymes galore. Take y'all back to the era of the dinosaurs. Yeah, every time that I'm rhyming, y'all know that I stay in alignment. These rappers, they got me all crossed, but I be shining just like your diamond. I got what y'all need, over the track I'm about to bleed. In the game I'm about to succeed. I be pulling up with big beats. Yeah, big neck was flooded, I'll believe that. H-Mac, quick to get you high like a weed sack. Y'all know when I spit, I stay in control. I respect the Jordan jersey, but don't spit no ball. Yeah, H-Mac, y'all know I be helping you focus. No BS, we not allowing no bullshit. And when I be coming right off of the mental, you know I come through with a bomb verse. I just popped up on the corner out here in New Orleans and made me a concert. Yeah, y'all know this microphone when I destroy. If y'all fucking with the music, make some goddamn noise.
Hey man, that little white guy, boy, the next Slim Shady, man. Watch out for him, man, because that little dude is lethal. When I say he is lethal, you can give up any word, he can make a freestyle to it, man. That's our next Slim Shady out there, man. Marshall Mathers, he finna snatch that dude up, boy, because he ripped it.
I don't know, because that I mean, yeah, he but you know, does that really truly translate into
lyrics?
Talent?
Does that make, hey, if you can give a person a word and they can freestyle on it, does that make them a lyricist? It seems like he
I don't know, because I mean, you have to build, you know, I mean, he was spitting off the dome, true enough, but I don't see how
I love to see, for those that's in the chat, man, if you are rap or do music and stuff, those is amazing 4-bar buildups, man. He was just throwing 4-bar buildups and it flowed. That was the thing, it flowed perfectly.
It did. I'm not taking away from his talent, but I mean, could that translate into a successful album, especially if he surrounds himself subjects that somebody is giving him, you know?
If he surrounds himself with great people, I think it definitely could. Go to an area that can be just really touched about and everything. So I think it could be if he surrounds himself by the right people.
I don't know. I mean, he was good, but I don't know. I mean, you are constantly having to look for subject matter. You know, I just don't see it. I don't see it.
What, with his rhymes and stuff?
Yeah. You know?
Well, yeah.
And if he convert his style into a different writer style, or this just is he like a one-trick pony? I guess is that the question I wanted to say.
That's a good question, man. Is he a one and done?
Because I've seen a couple of the videos where he's done that, and you know, words say he's not original. A brother was doing that in 2003. He copied his style. Hey man, he was nice though, man. I mean, hey, but you got to sit back and think. We talk about the music industry. A lot of people copy styles in the music industry. This has been going on for years, man. Well, I mean, this is part of the reason why that, you know, might be a strike going on in Hollywood. You know,
did Usher copy a lot of Michael Jackson stuff, moves and stuff?
Well, you could say Chris Brown copied Usher.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, you know, but I don't.
Usher copied Michael Jackson. Chris Brown copied Usher.
But I think that's kind of unfair to say, because even with those three examples, there's enough originality in the music to where they are totally different.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to me, dance moves are like paying homage, especially Chris Brown to Michael Jackson. Because She Ain't You was the best homage to Michael Jackson. So I don't know if it's necessarily copying versus paying homage and acknowledging the people who helped bring you this far, you know? I think
Yeah.
that, again, it's enough difference. It'd be different if, you know, all their music kind of sounded the same, but I think even between just the three of them, their music is totally different.
Man, it is. Hey man, next week, man, I got somebody that send me another video about a landlord, a young African American landlord, man, who rented his property out, and he got the person evicted, and they just destroyed this young brother's home, man. And I'm gonna put that out there. We're gonna chop that up next week. I'm gonna send you that video.
A lot.
And the you can feel the pain in this young brother's voice, man. I mean, you felt every word of that pain that he was expressing in this. Oh, you felt it, man. You felt it so bad, man. Man, that's sad.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I think he also did them a favor letting them move in, right? But we'll talk about that next week. So yeah.
What? Yeah.
It's a lot of that going on. That's sad.
It is. It truly is, man.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is, man. But we're gonna go and slide on out of here, man. We're gonna chop up some more stuff next week. We're gonna have us another good time like we always do here at Just Talking to You. Hey man, send us an email. We're gonna smash and dash. Smash that thumbs up button for us and then dash on up out of here. Smash that subscribe button and dash on up out of here.
Right.
Smash that share button and dash on up out of here. Like, share, and subscribe, man.
Smash and dash.
Smash and dash. If you have any topics you guys want us to chop it up with, we didn't open up the phone lines tonight, but hey, we'll open them back up next week. If you got any topics, anything you want to discuss, email us at justtalkinggrown@gmail.com. Again, that email address is justtalkinggrown. I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can have it.
Mm-hmm. Just talking
grown, man. That's what we do. Just talking grown at gmail.com. Other than that, man, hey, we the crew, man. Our crew members that's not here: Chris Dorian, Words of Wisdom, Nene, Dre Day, Toya, Philly D. All our crew members that's not here, man. We wish you nothing but the best. We hold it down. We're gonna be live again next Sunday, man, chopping it up and just talking to your eardrums, man. That's all we do, man. We gonna slide. Hey, I say we slide on out of here, Shay Boogie, like last year. What you think? Do we slide on out of here?
Dash on out.
You is just in love with smashing the dash. But we're gonna slide on out of here like next year, y'all. And we'll see you next Sunday live in the full effect. Peace out, family.